Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is Boogie Games, the one-stop shop for everything to do with horror, particularly slashers, as it is my favorite subgenre, but we will cover everything horror movies, whether it's Insidious, Paranormal Activity, Final Destination is blanking on me there, as well as all my favorite Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, Texas Chainsaw, Alien, Predator, all the big swingers, as well as the lesser known ones like Cropsy from The Burning, or even the new kids on the block like Art the Clown from the Terrifier franchise. I'll blush to say I've never seen any of the Terrifier movies, but never better time than now. In fact, I'm going to do it on the channel, especially with Terrifier 3 right around the corner. It's going to be something that we can enjoy together for the first time. So, with all that being said, Boogie Games is going to be a channel that I do hopefully weekly with multiple episodes in a week, whether it's talking shop, whether it's talking a new update on a horror franchise, whether it be a what if. For those of you who don't know what that is we take a certain point of story, such as, let's just say, Halloween 1978 or Halloween 2, and we turn it on its head and we change the direction of the narrative. For example, the first what if that I will be doing will be, what if Michael Myers survived at the end of Halloween 2? Now, I know what you're saying. He did survive. What are you talking about? We pick up in Halloween 4. He's been burned. Him and Loomis both survive. He's been in a coma for 10 years. Or you could even pick up with the H2O timeline. And the entire time, he's been on the run. He escapes. And we pick up 20 years later. I know. And I love those timelines. But what if we just kept it that same night? What if we didn't pick up 20 years later? What if we didn't pick up 10 years later with Halloween 4? What if there was no fire at the end of Halloween 2? What if Loomis and Laurie escape the hospital and Michael begins to chase them? Then we get somewhere. Which then, technically, what would be Halloween 3, we are following Laurie, we are following Loomis into the remainder of the night of 1978 with Michael on the loose. We get to revisit that with all our favorite characters, with Sheriff Brackett coming in. He's just told his wife what's happened with his daughter, and now he's out for blood. He's out for revenge against this monster that Dr. Loomis has let out, in his opinion.
Damn you.
Sorry.
What have you done?
I haven't done anything.
You let him out!
I didn't let him out. I gave orders for him to be restrained.
Then we can pick up the story from there, and that's what we're going to do. That's going to be the first what if, but that is essentially the premise of the what if. I'm not trying to bore you with every single detail of everything we're going to do. I'm just trying to give you the layout and set the mood for it. And with that being said, I just cracked my knuckle on the table, which hurts. But again, this video essentially is called I don't care anymore, is the type of attitude I want to promote in this. Not that I don't care about the fans, I don't care about horror, none of that jazz. And what I mean by don't care is I don't care about procrastination. I'm not going to procrastinate and none of that. In fact, I want this to be a motivational video. To kind of recap, for the past year, I've been wanting to do a YouTube channel. I've had many ideas. What will I do? How will I go about it? What will I need? And I just said, screw it. I don't need all this equipment. I don't need all these fantastical, edits. They're great, and they do make for good entertainment. I'm not going to lie. But to get started, anybody can get started. So I really thought about it. I don't have a lot of time. I'm a father. I have a job. I'm by no means a millionaire. So my time is limited at the moment. I would love to do this full time, and hopefully someday I will. That is the end goal. But what I want to do actually is just make videos that I enjoy, and hopefully other people out there enjoy, regardless of the monetary income that comes with it. I just want to make something that I would be proud of, that I would enjoy as a fan. And how I ended up at that point was essentially trying a few different ideas, even making mock videos, if you will, and then just, I never ended up doing anything with them. And I realized I was wasting my time, and that's why I wanted this specifically to be the first video. It's because I'm sure there's other people out there like that. And I just want to tell you, you can do it. Do it today. I singled in on horror. I decided not to do multiple different franchises like superheroes, like Batman, Superman. I wanted to do all that, some Dragon Ball, horror, all of it together under one roof. I just don't have time for that. So I picked one that has really boomed with me lately, which is horror. As a kid, I loved it. My first introduction to Michael Myers scared the hell out of me. In fact, the first movie I saw bits and pieces of, never watched it in full. I just saw it on TV as my mom and dad were watching it, was Halloween H2O. And the first thing I see is the Grim Reaper coming in at the scene that I'm showing now and scares the heck out of Laurie, who's just, messed up from everything that happened to Michael. I don't know this at the time. That's a false jump scare, and it got me as a kid. I hate to admit it. And then, of course, on later down the road, I just come back in, and it's the scene with Michael pinned up against the van in that white mask. Even though it's not the best of masks, it still scared the hell out of me as a kid. I was like 5, 6, something like that, and it just blew my mind in the sense of like that stuck with me for weeks. Like, that's creepy. Like, what's up with this guy? And then, of course, later I watched the movies and I became a fan. But like, as a kid, even as a fan, I've always loved these movies, and particularly Halloween is my favorite, in case you can't tell. But I love all the other classic slashers, as it is my favorite genre. I can get a good kick out of the other ones too, of course, by all means. Final Destination, all those, I do get a kick out of those. And Alien, though it isn't technically a slasher, I love those. Alien, the first movie, is definitely a horror movie. Predator can be taken as the action horror route, because think about it, especially the first movie, you get hunted down by this creature you don't know. That's pretty horrific. But my point is, those resonate with me. I decided to pick that as my singular thing, and I just said screw it. I didn't think too much about it. As you can tell in this video, I've just been kind of rambling, and that's because I've just kind of decided within the past 20 minutes, I'm going to quit procrastinating. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to make these videos. I wrote down quite a few ideas to start out with and a long-term plan. It took about 10 minutes, and let's do it. I haven't had a few lights laying around, and this mic, don't need all this fancy equipment, but this is only a $20 microphone. This is a $20 light fixture, both off Amazon, like $40. You could save up and get that over time. If I suggested, it'd probably be the mic first. But again, as you can tell, it's a stand mic. I'm just kind of picking it up and going with it because I like talking with my hands, and it is a little bit far away. Eventually, I plan on getting better equipment if, of course, it's justifiable. But for now, this will do. You guys get the picture. You get what I'm doing here. And so I hope all of you guys out there that want to make your own YouTube channel, whether it be about horror movies, whether it be about anything, it could be about My Little Pony. You just talk the shit out of My Little Pony. You talk about it. Marvel, the MCU. It seems like it's going to have a comeback because I love Deadpool and Wolverine. It could lead to a right direction. Get ahead of it. Just do what you want to do. Who knows? It may turn out great. Who knows? I may be full of crap, and this video may never get any views. It'd be on YouTube for 10, 20 years, and it goes nowhere, and I just end up still putting out videos that nobody watches but myself. And I'd be okay with that. As a fan, I just want to watch entertaining stuff. I want to make entertaining stuff. And if I'm happy with it, that's good enough for me. And for a first video, and just me going off the whim, that's okay. I got some edits in here. All off my phone using free apps. Anybody can do this. So just do it. Just do it! As Shia LaBeouf would say. Do it! But that's my message. That's why I wanted this to be the first video, is to show you with no views as of today, no subscribers as of today. First video on YouTube ever. Do it. Who knows? And who knows? I may look back at this 5 years from now and have millions of subscribers or none. But regardless, hopefully this inspired somebody to follow their dream. I know I would love to do this full time, but if it doesn't work out, it's not meant to be. But you'll never know if you don't try. That's the important thing to take away. Who knows? You don't know until you try. And, go for it. Swing for the fences. You only live once. You only got one opportunity. Make the best of it. And that's all. That's my rant. And don't worry, not every video is going to be about this. It is going to be mainly focused on horror. This was just a little takeaway for me. And with that being said, I love you guys. Can't wait to talk more. Everything horror. Past, present, future, comic books, novelizations, movies, TV shows. look forward to it. And recently, we're probably going to be covering a lot of alien stuff because I am on an alien kick with Alien Romulus coming out this Friday. I'm going to do my best to get the retrospectives out of all the previous Alien movies, and of course everything you need to know before watching Alien Romulus. We're going to play some Alien Isolation throughout the week and over the weekend, all next week until we beat the entire game, play some rounds. We're going to do all kinds of Alien stuff. So if you love Alien, you love that universe, Ridley Scott, make sure you subscribe, slash that notification bell, and make sure you are up to date. And of course, love you guys. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.